Today we're going to be talking about whether or not you can reverse arthritis symptoms with your diet. If you suffer from arthritis, this could be really important information for you. Let's dive into it. If you are new here, let me introduce myself. I am a doctor. I'm an emergency room doctor who treats everything from COVID to gunshot wounds, burns, you name it. This video series is created to help answer some of your medical questions and the questions that are commonly asked by patients. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. When you do that and you hit that bell, you will be notified every time I post new videos. Now, let's get to the question for today's video. The question is, can diet reverse arthritis symptoms? So let's talk about this. First off, let's define arthritis. Arthritis literally means joint pain and inflammation. And when people talk about arthritis, they're usually talking about osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Osteoarthritis happens when the cartilage in a joint breaks down. Cartilage is what allows your bones to move and glide against each other. It acts like a shock absorber and allows you to move freely without pain. But sometimes that cartilage can break down due to wear and tear and genetics, causing bone-on-bone contact. When that happens, it causes pain and swelling. That's osteoarthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is different. With rheumatoid arthritis, your immune system attacks the lining of your joints, causing inflammation and pain. It can also cause the cartilage to break down over time, leading to the same bone-on-bone contact and pain that you see with osteoarthritis. So, if you have arthritis, there are medications you can take to help with the pain and the inflammation. For example, you can take anti-inflammatory medications like ibuprofen or naproxen, or you can take stronger medications like methotrexate or biologics. But you may want to try some natural remedies first before going on these medications. These include losing weight, exercising, getting enough sleep, managing stress, applying heat or ice to the affected joints, or doing physical therapy. You can also add supplements like glucosamine and chondroitin to the mix as well. All of these things can help reduce pain and inflammation, but none of them address the root cause of the problem. Now, what is the root cause of the problem? Well, it depends on the type of arthritis that you have. Like I mentioned earlier, osteoarthritis happens when the cartilage breaks down, and rheumatoid arthritis happens when your immune system attacks the lining of your joints. But there is one more thing that is common between both types of arthritis, and that is inflammation. No matter what type of arthritis you have, inflammation is always present. And if you can control that inflammation, you can slow down the progression of your arthritis and potentially reverse it altogether. How can you do that? By changing your diet. There are certain foods that can increase inflammation in your body. And when you eat these foods over long periods of time, they can make your arthritis worse. These include foods high in sugar and processed carbohydrates, vegetable oils like corn oil and canola oil, dairy products from cows, and alcohol. Instead, you should eat foods that have been shown to reduce inflammation, such as foods high in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and foods low on the glycemic index. Let's start with the easiest one, foods high in antioxidants. Antioxidants are compounds that fight free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells and lead to inflammation. Some examples of foods that are high in antioxidants are berries, dark chocolate, nuts and seeds, and green leafy vegetables. Next are foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. These include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as walnuts and flax seeds. Omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body and improve symptoms in people with rheumatoid arthritis. Another good one is fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies cannot digest. It has many health benefits, including reducing inflammation in the body. Good sources of fiber include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. And lastly, you should focus on eating foods that are low on the glycemic index. The glycemic index is a scale that ranks how much a food raises your blood sugar. Foods that are high on the glycemic index can raise blood sugar levels very quickly, which can lead to inflammation in the body. Examples of foods that are high on the glycemic index include white rice, bread, and pasta. Instead, you should choose foods that are low on the glycemic index, such as whole grains, legumes, and non-starchy vegetables. I know all this sounds like a lot of work, but the benefits are worth it. By eating the right foods, you can actually reverse the symptoms of arthritis. In fact, a study published in the Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases found that eating a diet high in fruits and vegetables and low in saturated fat can actually reduce the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. Another study found that eating a diet high in omega-3 fatty acids can improve symptoms in people with rheumatoid arthritis. So, what should you stop eating? You need to avoid foods that are high in sugar and processed carbohydrates. These include things like candy, cookies, cakes, soda, and juice. You should also avoid foods that are high in unhealthy fats, such as vegetable oils like corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, as well as trans fats. Trans fats are usually found in processed foods like fast food and packaged snacks. I know that avoiding these foods can be difficult, especially when they taste so good. But the alternative is to live with arthritis pain, which is not fun. So I think it's worth the sacrifice. In addition to avoiding these foods, you should also add in foods that are high in antioxidants. Like I mentioned earlier, antioxidants are compounds that fight free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells and lead to inflammation. Some examples of foods that are high in antioxidants are berries, dark chocolate, nuts and seeds, and green leafy vegetables. You should also eat foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. These include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as walnuts and flax seeds. Omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body and improve symptoms in people with rheumatoid arthritis. Another good one is fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies cannot digest. It has many health benefits, including reducing inflammation in the body. Good sources of fiber include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. And lastly, you should focus on eating foods that are low on the glycemic index. The glycemic index is a scale that ranks how much a food raises your blood sugar. Foods that are high on the glycemic index can raise blood sugar levels very quickly, which can lead to inflammation in the body. Examples of foods that are high on the glycemic index include white rice, bread, and pasta. Instead, you should choose foods that are low on the glycemic index, such as whole grains, legumes, and non-starchy vegetables. So, what if you've tried all of this and it's not working? Is there anything else you can do? Yes. In addition to changing your diet, you can also consider taking supplements. Some supplements that have been shown to help with arthritis pain include glucosamine, chondroitin, turmeric, ginger, and boswellia. Now, I want to say that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to treating arthritis. What works for one person may not work for another. So you may need to try different things until you find out what works best for you. As always, consult with your doctor before starting any new supplements, especially if you are taking blood thinners or have a bleeding disorder. Also, keep in mind that supplements are not a magic bullet. They should be used in conjunction with a healthy diet and regular exercise. So, in conclusion, yes, you can reverse arthritis symptoms by changing your diet, eating a diet that is high in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and low on the glycemic index can help reduce inflammation in the body and slow down the progression of arthritis. So if you suffer from arthritis, pay attention to what you eat. Make sure that you are eating plenty of healthy foods and avoiding the bad ones. It may take some time, but eventually you will find the right combination of foods that helps you feel better. Alright, that's been a quick review on Can Diet Reverse Arthritis Symptoms. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. When you do that and you hit subscribe, you will be notified every time I post new videos. Also, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I do my best to answer as many questions as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy and stay safe.